access you are able to get from the particular article, the particular journal. If you see orange, basically means open access, so that publication can be accessed anywhere, even outside of the campus network. Okay, so that includes full text downloads. You do not need to be within the university subscription. Green means it is content that needs to be paid for, but it's already part of the subscription, and you can do the full text download within the university IP address. Green and orange means half-half. Certain volumes, certain articles can be downloaded anywhere. The rest have to be within the university campus. And those that are grayed out are content that cannot be accessed fully, right? So over here you can see all publications, all books, all journals. All right. So let's look at all publications. Okay. So this is everything. Okay, for the book subscription, books only from 2013 onwards were purchased, so the older content will not be accessed. For journals, also the more recent content. So if you want to filter, you can always go by here, full text access.
Please speak slowly.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
It's very too fast.
Okay, so if you want to see which content you can access, you click over here. Full text access.
Full text.
Alright. So everything over here has a green or orange icon, meaning once you go inside, you can do a full text download. If you click this, and you click open access, alright.
Alright, so and my things cannot not color.
Green, no color.
It's been
No, you choose.
wait, this.
Yeah.
Yeah, full text.
Full text.
Yes. Okay, so no color
yeah?
means
No color.
cannot access. Right. So if you click open access, right, it shows you everything that has full open access or partial open access. This can be accessed anywhere. Right? Doesn't matter where you are. Okay. So I'll just go inside a particular journal article so we can have a look.
Yeah, right.
Okay, on the left hand side, right, before I go in, you can see the four pillars
color,
here of physical, life science, health science, and social sciences. Okay, you can expand it, and you can further expand it, right? So this is just a simple filter. Okay, when you click on any of these check boxes and you click apply, you'll filter all the subject area relevant publications. That's all. Okay, everybody with me so far? Okay, so let's click onto a journal and see what happens, right? Okay. So let's start from the top. Okay, over here, okay, you see some of these open access. About this journal, it will bring you to the journal homepage. It will show you the editorial board, etc., etc. So if you are intending to, for example, you want to publish in a book, that particular journal, you also can get more information there. Right, so this will bring you out of Sciendirect. Okay. So over here, you can subscribe to volume alerts, add to favorites. This can only be done when you have your personalized account, right? So you recall, set up your own account that will allow you to use all these extra functions. If you go to the bottom, okay, you will see all the articles arranged in chronological order from the latest ones, right? And on the right hand side, you will see the articles themselves. Okay. Download PDFs. Alright, this will basically open up a PDF download manager. If you check the box, it will only download those particular articles. If you don't do anything and just click this one, it will download everything in that particular volume. For journals, I think the maximum is 20 or 30, I can't remember, at one time, because of bandwidth issues, but there's no limit. So once you download, you can just move on to the next batch and just download again. Right? So this is the batch downloader. It will appear on your desktop as a zip file, and every individual article will be a single PDF. so you can bring it around easily. Create my own format. Okay, this is how you would like to name the article once you export it. So you can, for example, put publication year, first author, followed by issue, right? So that this will be how it looks like, the file, when you export it. Okay? Right. So this is if you have to download everything en masse. Export. Okay? You can export citations and abstracts. You can also save it to Mendeley. So if you have a personalized account, you can tag your Mendeley account with this particular, tag it to your Sciendirect account so that when you export, you automatically go to your Mendeley account and you can access the PDF there. Okay? Alright, so let's click into one publication and see what happens. Okay, maybe this one. Alright. On the left hand side is what we call a navigation panel. Okay, this allows you to jump to various parts of the article quickly. So most of the journal articles are arranged in an IMRED format, from introductions, methods, all the way to your conclusions, right? So if you click on it, you'll basically jump straight to that particular point in your article. Same goes for your figures and your tables, right? You can go straight to the figure or the flowchart in this case, and you can export it either as a full-size image, high quality JPEG, or a PowerPoint slide. Okay. So if you are preparing for a presentation, you can just export everything as a PowerPoint slide. That will make things easier for you. Okay. Because we are integrated with Scopus as well, all these hyperlinks over here will either bring you to more information on author or article on Scopus, or the hyperlink might bring you to another publication that is cited on Sciendirect. Okay, so the whole idea is when you do your research, for example, okay, after this, but you read all this information, you see what's this, you click on it, you go into the article so that you can continue your research like Wikipedia. Right? And even for the authors as well, some of them, let's try over here. Information on the author, where it's from, the university, which department. Okay? So all the information is built in, and whenever possible, it is cross-linked with Scopus. On the right-hand side, we have our recommendation articles, right? Recommended articles basically tracks users around the world. After they read this article, where do they go next? So a lot of them go into this, this, and this. So you can consider reading them. Citing articles, mail, right? So if they are, you'll be here as a link. Related content, book content, okay, probably not so relevant in this case because it's pediatrics. Okay. Any questions so far? No one? Okay, easier. Okay, so we'll go back to books. Okay, text access. Okay, so let's look at this engineering. Alright. So you realize that the format, everything is the same, no difference, right? On the right hand side, you have your description, so what you will see on your preface of your book. On the left hand side, you have chapters instead of volumes. And similarly, if you want to download everything, just click this. Okay. In the case of books, I don't think there's the chapter limit because book chapters seem to be a little bit, will be a bit more organized compared to a journal in a sense. So once you do a full download, the whole thing will go into a zip file. Everything is the same. When you go inside a chapter, it is also the same. Okay. On the left hand side, it's broken down into how you read the content page of a book instead of the IMRED for publication. On the center is your content, and on the right hand side is your recommended articles and related content, related book content. Okay? Alright, so what happens if you search for something that you do not have full text access to? Okay? What will you see? You will still be able to access the book description or the journal description, as well as the abstracts and the outline of the content. You will also be able to have a preview, normally of the front matter, right? But you will not be able to access the rest of the content inside. So when you click it, what you will see is the navigation panel, an abstract if there's any, and the recommendation panel. That's it. Okay? But it will still help you if, for example, you're looking to see whether content is in that particular area, even though you may not be able to have a full text download. So you can look for other sources or find your library, for example. Okay, back to the homepage. Okay, so over here are your search boxes. This is your general search box. Okay, this one will search through all the content across all publications to find what you need. Right? So we have something, let's search, I don't know. E-Jurnal. So on the left-hand side of your filters, okay, you can filter by publication year. If you know the publication title, you can even go straight into it and you'll extract all the contents of that particular publication title. Okay, the topic I search for renewable energy is a bit broad. So if you can narrow it down, you can even narrow it down to solar, wind, or hydrogen. And you also can narrow down whether it's a journal, book, or reference content. So we realize we have many sources, it's taken from many sources of content, and pulled out over here. Right? So all these are the content that is relevant to renewable energy, for example. Okay, it happens that everything here is accessible. You see everything here is green. But chances are when you do a search on a general search box, some of these boxes will be grayed out. So later I'll show you how to filter out the gray stuff. So in this case, okay, it's a bit broad, so maybe all the contents can be accessed. Okay, you can filter it by all access types or open access. On the right hand side, you have a recommendation panel again. Okay, so you realize the theme of Sciendirect is we help you to recommend other articles or books to read after you start the search. So in this case, we have related books on renewable energy which you might want to look into to help you complement your article research over here. Okay, so once you click into it, it basically goes straight into the publication article or the book chapter directly. Everything else is the same as what I presented earlier on over here. Okay, so I'll move back out. Okay, advanced search. Okay. So all will allow you to search for all content across journal, books, and reference works. This one is a more targeted search, but this one will normally suffice. You can search for the particular keyword across the various fields. Okay, what you need to click over here is either subscribe publication or open access articles. This will allow you to return content that is green only. So the grayed out content will be taken away. Okay, so for example, I search for hard tech. And the content years are, for example, 2010 onwards. Everything's really filtered. From 2010, published, hard attack only, and only full text articles. Okay. I'll move back. Okay. So this is, we only want to target it to journals. Okay. You can even specify whether you want a full article, review article, or letters. Product review and book reviews are not so common. Books, reference works, and images. Okay, so images, we'll search something like solar energy. You have all these graphs related to solar energy, pictures, which you can do your extracts as well. Clicking on this will bring you straight to the article. Okay, if you are very familiar with Sciendirect already, you can use expert search. This function is basically like Google. If you don't know anything, you key in a word in Google, it will return you all the functions. But if you know, for example, Google has special things like and, this, apostrophe, all those little connectors can be used here as well. For those of you that are interested, click on search tips. We will bring up a box over here which will tell you what kind of functions you can use. So if, for example, you put rice or wheat. So any article that has rice or wheat will be returned. Right? So for example, stop words in brackets, connectors, all these. Okay? There's a lot over here. You can read it in your free time, or when you have decided to use expert search and you need to refine the contents. Okay, back to the home page. Okay, I'll just browse through the rest of the content. View open access journal directory is basically when I showed you earlier on, you did a search and you filtered out only open access. This is a one-click link for you to do all of that. Okay. Also be a top 25. These are the top 25 articles on Sciendirect, segregated by dates published as well as subject areas. So here you can see, for example, you can see all agri-science journals published from April to June 2015. These are the top 25 downloaded articles. Okay, so this is for, if you want to see what kind of trends are going on, if you need some inspiration for your research, come over here. Okay. Any questions so far? None? Very simple, right? Oh, I did a good job explaining. Okay, so in a nutshell, this is Sciendirect. Okay, it's not very complicated to use. Okay, the three things you need to take note of: how to search, right, how to troubleshoot your access, and then how to download your content. So once you get all these three, you should have no problem navigating the Sciendirect website. Most common troubleshooting is why I cannot access this, is this part of my subscription or not? First thing, check whether you are within the university subscription or you're accessing from guests. Then after that, whatever you see content is whatever you're eligible for. So as long as you know how to use the search functions, Sciendirect is pretty straightforward. So if there are no questions, I will move on. I'll pass it on to the next presenter who will cover Scopus.
Oh, yeah.
We need to make official or reality search for we use any disciplines like environment science, and this environment science we use the heavy metals, and we see how the research can be present. Yeah, if it's possible. Yeah.
So you want a demonstration of how to search for a particular subject area?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the keyword?
Yeah, maybe in environment science.
Okay.
Research in heavy metals.
Heavy metals in environmental sciences.
Might be in traditional gold mining. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How we search on Sciendirect is based on keywords. So the keywords will be put into a particular article or book chapter by the authors and by the editorial team. So that's how we search. And then from there on, we segregate the article on subject area pillars that are defined by Elsevier. So if, for example, you want to search for gold mining or environmental sciences, right? One way you could do it is first highlight, for example, environmental sciences, so it doesn't return content in other areas or related to other fields. Then over here you search for the particular content. I'm not sure whether you return anything. So gold mining or in environmental sciences for the past 5 years, for example. Okay. So everything over here is related to gold mining in environmental sciences. So you'll pull out all environmental sciences publications, keywords, and books from these areas and in these fields. And then from then on, if you want to further narrow it down, okay, for example, you can go to mine and metal and maybe books and journals only, and you apply the filter. So from a few thousand, you narrow it down to only 206. Okay, I hope this answers your question. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the Sciendirect, is there any feature for if I need article about article, and then he automatically to email me for the journal or article or column and so on, like in the EBSCO if there is features like this.
Okay, so the same function we have what we call alerts.
Alerts, is it right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Alerts. So you want an alert, to send an alert, first of all you need to have an account, right? So that we know which email to email to you.
Oh, okay.
Alert, right? So that's why you need to sign up an account. You can click over here, not registered. And then you can fill in the information over here.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
so if there's any updates, you'll be sent to that account. So what happens if you want to search, set up an alert? Subscribe to new volume alerts.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe to new column.
Okay, but so you need to sign in. So once you sign in, you will be able to manage your alerts. And what will happen is that once there is a new volume or new article release, your email will have. You get an email so you can check back. So it's the same function.
Yeah.
You just need to sign in.
So can I do?
Yeah, you can do it.
Register this?
Yes, you can do it. Anyone can do it. You just need to have your own account so that the system will know which email to send the alert to or the article to.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, so I'll hand on to the next presenter who will touch on Scopus. So Scopus is also integrated into Sciendirect. it will be handled by Joyce.